Hi everyone, my name is Stefania. I'm a specialist personal trainer with over 9 years experience in the industry. Today I'd like to talk to you about a condition that affects many women and men worldwide, including myself, and that is underactive thyroid, also known as hypothyroidism and Hashimoto disease. And why is this really important that any exercise or nutrition plan that you follow is personalized and tailored to your specific circumstances if you suffer from this condition. First of all, let me tell you a little bit more about my experience with underactive thyroid, which started about 20 years ago when I had a lump that was removed from my right thyroid, and together with the lump, they removed 80% of my right thyroid. The end result of that was that they had to give me thyroxine, specifically levothyroxine, which is a medication given in the UK, and to counteract the fact they removed my thyroid gland, if you like. And that was put on a moderate dose, 100 micrograms, and for the first 10 years, that was fine. No problem whatsoever, carried on with my life, regular checkup, everything was falling where it was supposed to fall, which is brilliant. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling tired, but it wasn't just tired, it was like fatigued constantly every day for no reason. That no matter what I was doing, it made no difference. I started noticing I was struggling to lose weight. In addition, it was getting easier and easier to put on weight, even eating the same thing. I was cold all the time, even in the summer. My hands and feet were freezing all the time. My hair was coming down out in chunks, and that was quite scary actually. And then occasionally we suffer from odd joint pains that there was no reason why, because I was exercising regularly, so you shouldn't be getting those. And then also as a woman, my periods were all over the place, all of a sudden, and for years and years and years. So I decided to go back and check what was going on, thinking maybe there's something going not quite right here. Tests revealed that my thyroid glands had gone underactive again, despite being on medication. I was told that's perfectly normal. As you get older, your thyroid slows down naturally, and if you're on thyroxine, even more so. So we just need to increase the dose, and you'll be back to normal in no time. So it took a while, a few increases, because they can only increase you gradually by 25 micrograms at a time. Then wait 3 months to see how your body responds. Increase again after 3 months. So it takes quite a long process, and eventually, in time frame of roughly a few years, they were able to find the dose that they decided was correct based on my blood test that brought me back into the range, and that was 225 micrograms. So really, from 100 to 225, more than double the dose I was initially, which is not an issue in itself. The issue was, despite this doubled up dose, I was still getting the symptoms. Nothing had changed. I was still exhausted. My hair was still coming out in chunks. I was freezing cold all the time. So when I told the doctor, he said, well, listen, you're underactive thyroid. You're never going to feel 100% again because of that. Basically, live with it. Your thyroid is now within the normal range, the acceptable range for medical purposes. That's it. Wear extra clothes, whatever you need to do. And I remember feeling very disappointed, because I thought, gosh, I can't really live the rest of my life like that. As a personal trainer, that is just not acceptable. It's told from now on, for the rest of your life, you're going to be fatigued in chunks. Your hair's going to come out in chunks. Thankfully, my hair grows quickly, otherwise I'd be bald by now. And so I decided, well, if a doctor can't help me, I need to find out there has to be a way to get this fixed somehow. So I decided to educate myself. The beautiful thing of this day and age is that we got the internet. In the old days, you had to track down the library, spend hours and hours going through different books, trying to find one piece of information. It's all out there. Of course, you have to go to a reputable website. You have to go for research paper rather than just picking up information from Joe Blog writing a blog. Who actually don't know anything about it. They read it somewhere else, or they heard it from somebody else, so it has to be reputable information. But through a lot of research and educating myself, I actually found out an astounding information in my case was not only that I had underactive thyroid, which I already knew because they had removed part of my thyroid gland. I actually found out I had Hashimoto. And now, to me, I never heard of Hashimoto. Nobody never even mentioned that word to me. And what I found out is Hashimoto is an autoimmune disease, whereby your body, specifically your immune system, attacks your thyroid gland and destroys it. It basically, your immune system gets confused. It thinks your thyroid gland is a threat, is a virus, and attacks it. It does what it's built to do, which is get rid of threats. And over the period of years, it pretty much destroyed most of my left thyroid. That's why all of a sudden my thyroid hormones decreased very quickly despite being on medication, because the only left functioning thyroid, my left thyroid, was being destroyed by autoimmune. And what I found out as well is that actually autoimmune, while it cannot be cured, Hashimoto cannot be cured at all, because not autoimmune disease can be cured, they can be managed the best. I also found out that you can actually control them with food. So I went back to the doctor, actually asked specifically to speak to meet with endocrinologists, because I thought they're the experts, hormonal experts. So if I tell them I've got Hashimoto's, surely they'll be able to tell me what I need to do. And I was shocked actually when the endocrinologist told me, yeah, it's normal. You know, most people who go underactive thyroid will actually have underlying Hashimoto, but it's autoimmune disease, can be cured. So just take your medication and get on with it. Got no words for that really, how I felt when she told me that. So it's okay, fine. She won't give me the information. She's actually not interested in giving me the information or finding out a way to fix this. I know it can be fixed. Let me find out more information. And that's what happened. So I found out exactly what the trigger foods were, what change I need to make to my diet, what change I need to make to my lifestyle, because there are changes needed there, and what changes I needed to make to my exercise as well. And I implemented those changes, and within the space of just over a year, I was able to halve my thyroid medication. So from 225, I was able to bring it down to 112. Of course, I don't do the 12 microgram dose, as you probably know if you're on thyroid medication. So one day I have to take 100, and the other day I take 125, and then 100, 125. So the average is 112 and a half, which is massive. I mean, it took years to get me from 100 to 225, increasing gradually. And then in the space of just over a year, I was able to go back to almost where I started, 20 years before, and then what? Through just diet, exercise, and having just a tiny bit of thyroid left on each side, because one was destroyed by Hashimoto, the other one was taken out by the surgeons, So that was absolutely amazing. So my question to you is this: are you currently on thyroid medication, but still getting the symptoms, despite the fact that your medication and the blood tests come back as normal, and nobody's listening to you, nobody's believing that you're still feeling crap, really? Or even worse, you might be somebody who has got all these symptoms. They've gone to the doctor ran the blood test, and they said, no, you're fine, you're within normal range, or you're just borderline, so don't need any medication at all. The issue you got here is that the blood test for thyroid, the thyroid function test, measures is a very big range. So it goes from 0.2, where on that side of the range you're actually going towards overactive thyroid, and 4, when you're on that side of the range, you're actually going towards underactive thyroid. But anything between, doctors are happy with. Doesn't matter where you fall. You fall at 0.199, you're fine. You fall at 3.99, you're still perfect fine. Even if you fall at 4.01, it's still good, because you're really not that far off the range. So they're happy with that. The reality is that most people, who test at 3 or more within this range, are actually experiencing thyroid symptoms. So tiredness, feeling cold, hair falling out, all these kind of symptoms. And somebody like me is fit, it's even worse. Somebody who's fit like me, the moment you go above 1.5 within this range, you're getting the symptoms. And because you're not outside the range, you're actually bang in the middle of it, the doctor happy, everything's perfect, you're optimal level. No, you're not, because you feel like crap, you're not optimal level. So what's the solution? The solution is a personalized program that is designed specifically for you, for the condition you got, because it could be Hashimoto, it could be underactive thyroid. They're not the same thing. They're two totally different things. And because you got underactive thyroid doesn't mean you got Hashimoto. You may well have it, but you may not. And they treat it slightly different from a food perspective, from diet perspective. So I've designed this 6 weeks Thyroid Support Program, where you're going to get an initial consultation when we're going to go through how you feel with the thyroid, what condition you have first of all, what medication you're on, how much of it you're on if you are on medication, how is thyroid impacting on a daily basis, what nutritional requirement you have. So for example, you might be allergic to certain foods, or you might have preferences or beliefs food in respect of your diet. So it could be vegan, vegetarian, or carnivore, whatever might be the case. And we're going to look at your exercise history, so whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, because it makes a difference, as well as what type of condition you suffer. And also we're going to look at your lifestyle. There are going to be some lifestyle changes that need to be implemented to help support your thyroid, but also looking at lifestyle is in line of making sure that anything that I advise you to do is sustainable. So there's no point in me telling you I like to eat that, and then you can't cook to save your life. And you can't prepare the meals yourself, or you're working 200 hours a week, so you physically haven't got time to cook anything, or you have 3.7 kids, for example. So it has to be specific to your lifestyle, so it can fit within your lifestyle and is achievable, is sustainable, and it also fits with your dietary requirements, your goals, because again, your goal could be weight loss, which is common for people with underactive thyroid, but it could just be that maybe your weight is fine and you just want to stop feeling crap, want to start feeling energetic for a change, and you want to stop feeling cold all the time. You want your head to stop falling, to remain on your head rather than keep on falling down on the floor. So this program is a 6 weeks program. So starting with the consultation, once you've done the consultation, which can be on Skype or on phone, whichever you prefer, I will then design a personally tailored program for nutrition and exercise, which is just personal to you. So it's not pre-made, it's not one fits all. What I'm going to give you is what fits with your condition, with your food preferences, with your lifestyle, so it remains sustainable. You will have access to that through an application, a free application with your own specific login, so nobody else can access that. And then on week 3 and week 9, we're gonna do, week 3 and week 6, we're gonna do reviews. So it's a 6 weeks program, so halfway through we do a review, again, Skype or phone, your choice, where we're gonna go through how has it gone so far, what you struggle with, what was good for you, how we're going to see what you achieved, because we're going to get you to take a measurement at the beginning of the program and take the measurement before our consultation at week 3, so to see how you progressed, where you lost weight, you lost inches, what's going on there. And then obviously at week 6, the same thing, you're going to be doing the same thing. And then doing this consultation, 3-week and 6-week consultation. Once you go through all of that, any concerns you got, ask me any questions you have, and then I'll give you advice on what to do in the next 3 weeks. So if you need to change anything, we'll change it. If it's working perfectly, we'll keep you going there. Maybe a couple of bits of advice, extra advice I can give you. And then week 6, we do the same, which is the end of the program, the final results that you get for your goals. And then again, discuss what worked, what didn't work, give you some more advice, answer any question you have. And then after that, you got choice of what you want to do. You can decide, for example, if you say, I need to carry on with this, but I want to enroll in another 6-week program, then I will enroll you in another 6-week program. I will change your exercise routine completely, because by then your body will have adjusted to that, so we need to change that. We'll tweak your nutritional program as well, with what we found in the first 6 weeks, if you like. Or you can decide that you just know what you're doing, you want to carry on, but you still want that accountability of somebody checking out on you, if you like, on a monthly basis. That would be my monthly membership program, whereby once a month we have a chat, phone or Skype. We do again all this, so we're gonna go through what you've done in the last month, what's worked, what hasn't worked, how far you've come, the progress you achieved. Answer any question and give you advice for the next 4 weeks and so forth, for however long you want to do it. Or you may decide, hey, I've got it now, I understand what I need to do, I can do it by myself, happy to go alone, thank you very much, perfect, no problem. We got you on the right path, and you can carry on by yourself if you want. So what's left to do is, if you're tired of feeling exhausted all the time, you're tired of struggling with weight loss, putting on weight for no reason, feeling cold, dropping your hair, your period all over the place, the joints aching right, left and center. If you're tired of all this, and you're tired of the lack of help around in medical industry or support anywhere else, and you want to get your energy back, get your vitality back, and start living life to the full again, then join my 6-week thyroid support program and book your consultation today. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Thank you.